Hi, this is Helena Hart, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing 4 feminine signals men are programmed to respond to. These are ways of being that send a signal to a man that he picks up on a subconscious level. So he might not be able to put his finger on it, but when you start exuding some of these feminine qualities, a man will just feel this desire to come closer to you. It's pretty amazing how this works. But before I get started, if you're new to my channel, click the button to subscribe to get all of my videos on how to attract the man and the relationship you want. So the first feminine signal men are programmed to respond to is when a woman trusts that the right man for her, and a man who's truly in his empowered masculine energy, knows a good thing when he sees it and has no problem pursuing her and claiming her for the kind of relationship she wants. Now, this one shouldn't come as too much of a surprise to you, especially if you've seen some of my other videos here on YouTube, but it's so important that I wanted to start with this one. And often when I talk about some of these signals, one of the first questions I get is, how do I show a man that I trust that he can pursue me all on his own? And you don't have to tell a guy this. Again, he's picking up on this on a subconscious level. And often it's in the things you don't do. So a woman who trusts that the right man is going to pursue her and commit to her all on his own doesn't chase after a man who's not pursuing her and putting time, energy, and effort into the relationship. She doesn't try to convince a man of how great the two of them would be together. She doesn't wait around for a man endlessly, a guy who's not stepping up or doesn't know what he wants. And she doesn't try to force things or apply tactics in order to make a man step up or do what she wants. So that's the first one. It's so important. The second feminine signal men are programmed to respond to is a woman who has high standards and respects herself. And again, you don't have to tell a guy that you have high standards or that you respect yourself, because he's going to be able to feel that from you, often in what you don't do. So a woman who truly respects herself and has high standards doesn't tolerate bad behavior or anything that doesn't feel good to her. She doesn't settle for less than what she truly wants and deserves. She doesn't accept crumbs from a man or anything that just doesn't feel good on a deep level. And she doesn't compromise herself or her values. She has the confidence to speak up when something doesn't feel right and set a boundary. It's that opposite of, walking on eggshells mentality, where you're afraid to do anything or say anything out of a fear of losing a man. A woman who truly respects herself doesn't worry about that. She just is confident, expressing her boundaries and needs and desires because she trusts that the right man is gonna meet her there and actually want to step up and be that empowered masculine man for her, truly, if he's the right one for her. So the third feminine signal men are programmed to respond to is a woman who loves and accepts herself. I always say a man can't love you any more than you love yourself, just like a man can't respect you any more than you respect yourself. And again, you don't have to be perfect with this all of the time. I mean, I can certainly be self-critical at times. We all can, right? But it's just about loving, embracing, and accepting all the parts of yourself, even the parts that you don't necessarily want to show to others. Something I haven't talked about too much before, but it's so important, is that a man has to see that you love and accept yourself before he'll believe that you love and accept him. So you can tell a guy all day long, oh, I love you and I accept you, but until he sees that you love and accept you on a subconscious level, often men have this fear that you're not going to fully accept them or love them for who they are. So this one is so crucially important. You have to love and accept yourself no matter what. And that brings me to the last feminine signal men are programmed to respond to, and that is when a woman has this energy of being open, receptive, and curious. And in order to be open and receptive to a man, you have to trust yourself and trust your boundaries. You have to feel so strong and secure within yourself. That's what allows you to be open and feminine and receptive to a man on the outside. A lot of women struggle with this one, so if you'd like another video on this one specifically, or really any of these, let me know down below in the comment section. I can create more videos on some of these signals because they're all so important. So let me recap these for you. The first one is a woman who trusts that the right man will want to pursue her and commit to her all on his own. without all this prompting or convincing from her. The second signal is a woman who has high standards and respects herself. The third one is a woman who fully accepts and loves herself, all the parts of herself. And the last feminine signal is a woman who's in this open, receptive, curious energy. She doesn't have walls around herself where the right man can't get close to her or see who she really is deep down. It's so important. So I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and check out my 3 keys to attract the man you want report and audio training. That's free on my website, helenahartcoaching.com. I'll include a link to that in the description of this video. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you next time.